Hello, this is Dan Parisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Mark Donovan, who is Applications Engineering Manager, Professional Markets with Audio-Technica. Topic of conversation is, of course, InfoComm. It's only days away now, really. We're all excited. It's going to be a huge show, and Audio-Technica, as an industry leader, is, of course, going to have a major presence there at booth C5619. That's why we invited Mark on to just whet our appetites about what we can really look forward to seeing when we go to the Audio-Technica booth at InfoComm. Thank you so much, Mark, for being here. Really appreciate the time investment.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, Mark, I know that you can't necessarily give away everything. We need to keep some mystery, keep some excitement about what Audio-Technica is going to be doing at the show. But can you at least whet our appetite? Give us a hint about what people might look forward to seeing when they get to 5619 in the Central Hall.
So I think really the name of the game here is, and what we want to show everybody is the fact that we're listening very, very carefully to everybody in the field, consultants and integrators, about the things they want to see out of Audio-Technica, the products, the features. And one of the things I can talk about is that we've got a couple of products that have been out for a while now, which is the Engineered Sound Wireless System, our deck band wireless system for commercial use, as well as our AT&T 1061 beamforming ceiling array. Both of those have some improvements that have been done through firmware to just really give a lot of functionality. And again, these are questions that were asked by people in the field. Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do voice lift, which now we're capable of doing with the ceiling array? Can we communicate directly with cameras, which is actually another big deal, that our ceiling array is actually able to talk to directly to the camera. And so, we've really been making these improvements and dialing things in, and we're really glad to be able to show it at InfoComm. And what's really cool about our booth, if you didn't get a chance to stop by last year, what we did is we set up a nice little conference table with microphones and some headphones and a live connection back here to Ohio, where we have the beamforming ceiling array set up and these cameras set up and our engineered sound wireless. So you can actually hear what it sounds like on the far end of a call. So the reality is, if you're, especially, let's say if you're a consultant or an integrator that are there at InfoComm with a client that maybe you want to go around and see things and hear things, this is the most effective way to do it, because this is exactly what it's going to sound like on the far end. So great opportunity there to see all these new features, and again, hear or let your clients hear exactly what they're going to have when they choose Audio-Technica. So that's a really cool thing that we're doing this year.
Love those kind of immersive experiences, immersive demos. It's one thing to see a spec sheet or something like that. It's another thing to actually be able to experience it yourself and say, I'm seeing the technological functionality that only a company like Audio-Technica can deliver, and I can hear it for myself and see it for myself and experience it for myself. I do want to just go back to one thing you mentioned at the outset, Mark, that being the added features and functionality, firmware updates, and how they're really directly in response to feedback Audio-Technica and your colleagues and you have gotten from integrators, consultants in the field. It really does seem like Audio-Technica is the kind of company that pays attention, that listens. It's not as though you assume you have all the information and like what we want or what we believe people want, that's what they want. You really seem to be solicitous to what do you need, what do integrators need, what do consultants need, and how can we make our excellent products even better?
And that's actually a great point, because we're asking the question all the time. So myself and our other applications engineers, our sales teams, we're always asking these questions when we're out in the field, when we're out talking to people. But those questions keep getting asked all the way back, all the way back to our headquarters in Japan. They are continually wanting to know what the voice of the customer is and taking note. Quite literally, you will see the head of our global engineering head at InfoComm with his notebook, and he loves to talk to customers and hear what they have to say, because that's how we improve ourselves and that's how we make everything better. So.
That commitment to continuous improvement, iteration to achieve even greater levels of excellence. I think that's a real hallmark of Audio-Technica. And it's one of the reasons I'm so excited to be going to see 5619 myself. I guess the last question I have for you, Mark, is how will Audio-Technica judge InfoComm? When you all go back home to Ohio and elsewhere around the world, how will you judge the success of this show? Is it integrator connections? Is it having an opportunity to really showcase your technology among your peers? What makes this an important show, and what will make this a successful show for you?
So I think that there's a lot of aspects of that. I mean, of course, just getting a chance to talk to people face to face. I realize we do things through Zoom and Teams and everything else, but actually being able to talk to people face to face is just a wonderful thing. And coming away with those personal relationships and contacts that we can move forward with. That's always something. So hopefully, we'll be able to come out of InfoComm saying, hey, I'm going to go to California and I'm going to visit this person, and I'm going to go to Texas and visit that person. But also, one of the things that we're doing here as well is that our salespeople will be on the floor as well as myself will be there, and to be able to schedule demos after the fact. So, I'll actually have on my phone, it's like, here, scan this QR code, and you can choose a meeting time from this room back here after InfoComm so that we can continue that on and really start to get a chance to get that information out there and help everybody out.
Goes right back to the point you made. Audio-Technica is paying attention, listening, wanting to continue that dialogue, continue that engagement, and InfoComm is really the perfect platform to begin those conversations with new and existing partners, right?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. The only other thing I did want to mention, I can't really say much, but we do have a new product. Aside from these improvements and these new products, it does kind of follow on that theme in that this is actually a next generation of an existing product, a very popular existing product, and it really incorporates a very long list of improvements that again were requested specifically. Hey, can this product do this? Will we be able to do that? And so I think that a lot of people, again, it's a very popular product, so those people who have been using it, when they see this next generation version, I think they're going to be really excited about it. So, please stop by. You'll get a chance to put hands on this brand new hot piece, as well as hear some of the improvements to the other ones.
I think you've really whetted everyone's appetite, my own included, to find out about that. Maybe when we go off camera, I'll see if I can elicit a little bit more
Kind of
information because
pry
my
it out of me a
curiosity
little
is
bit, yes.
piqued. Thank you so much, Mark. Really do appreciate the time investment. Mark Donovan, Applications Engineering Manager, Professional Markets with Audio-Technica. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
My name is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald, and excited for InfoComm, excited to be going to booth C5619 and checking out everything Audio-Technica has to showcase. Please keep your eyes on commercialintegrator.com and the run up to the show, during the show, after the show, for more exciting thought leadership and product-related content just like this. We'll see you there.